हिरादेश की हाइट 8,500 फीट है। ये छोटा सा गांव है, 70 बस्ती है इस गांव की, 70 घर है और जिसमें कि 5,500 वोटर है। इसकी आबादी होगी 8,500 या 13,100 टोटल पॉपुलेशन है। ये छोटा सा गांव है जी।
हमारे जैसे दिसंबर में या जनवरी में हमारी बर्फ गिर जाती है तो 3 महीने में हम कुछ नहीं करते। हम 3 महीने में सिर्फ वो क्या नाम बोलते हैं, जो हमारे पशु है उनके लिए पत्तियां काट के लाते हैं और उनको घास फूस देना, चारा देना और बाकी बस खाना वाना बनाना यही। उसके बाद हमारा एप्पल्स का काम शुरू हो जाता है। सर्दियों में तो हम यही करते हैं, जैसे कटिंग कुटिंग सेबों की प्रूनिंग वगैरह वही करते हैं, पेस्ट पोस्ट लगाना, प्रूनिंग करनी, बस ये काम चलता है।
So Himachal is basically an apple producing state. 20% of India's apples come from Himachal Pradesh. Roughly 3.5 crore boxes of apples are produced in Himachal. Besides apple, there are other fruits like cherries, plums, apricots, which are called stone fruits here. So that is the general landscape of Himachal Pradesh.
सेब की खेती पर ही सारे यहाँ के बागवान डिपेंड है। ये हमारी आर्थिक का मेन साधन है। अब हमारा ये सेब का पौधा है, उसमें लीव्स होती है, अब ये डोरमेंसी में चले गया है। अब इसके बाद इसकी कांट छांट होगी, इसकी कटिंग कुटिंग करनी पड़ेगी, हमारे को तौलिए देने पड़ेंगे, इसकी फीडिंग जो है खाद वगैरह इसको देना होगा। तो ये वाला बर्फ़ गिरने से पहले ये काम हम ख़त्म कर लेते हैं। उसके बाद फिर मार्च के बाद ये सर्वाइव शुरू हो जाता है। अभी तो ये साइलेंट है, अब ये सेब में अपनी गतिविधि में आ जाता है। तो फिर उसके बाद लीव्स आती है, उसके बाद हमारा स्प्रे वर्क हो जाता है, स्प्रे करना पड़ेगा। या फिर फ्लोरिंग आती है, उस दौरान फिर थोड़ा सा फॉग से बचाना होता है। फ्रस्ट आ गया तो फिर भी वो जल जाता है, उसके लिए थोड़ा फॉग फूक करके हमारे को कुछ यहाँ ऐसी वो करनी पड़ती। सेब पैदा करना आसान नहीं है जी। यहाँ सेब तो रॉयल है, मेन तो रॉयल है, प्लेन रॉयल है, झीलदार रॉयल है। फिर ऑफ राइट में गोल्डन है, ग्रेनी स्मिथ है, रेड गोल्ड है। अब तो गेल गाला आ गया है। अब जो लेटेस्ट वराइटीज HDP वाली वराइटीज है, जेरोमाइन हो गया है, रेडलम गाला है और स्कारलेट 2 है। ये चीज़ें धीरे धीरे लगे हैं। वराइटीज मैनी वराइटीज है। सेब में तो डिफरेंट है, कम से कम सैकड़ों वराइटीज है।
The problems are same across the country, whether it's apple or tomato or potato. It's basically a lot of post-harvest losses because there is no lack of storage. That leads to a lot of what is called as distress sale, because if there is no storage, then the farmer has to sell immediately whatever he is producing. So the storage actually helps him in reducing the distress sale. So the challenges are the last mile challenges like we have in India. Lack of a storage facility, lack of access to a cold storage facility, lack of last mile grid infrastructure and road connectivity, and then the market. So what we have implemented here is the solar powered, as you can see, a solar powered cold room here. And it's powered by a solar panel you can see on the top, which is a 20 kilowatt solar panel, and there's a battery backup which is 500 AH, which is like it gives 6 hours of backup. We're going to add a thermal backup over and above this very soon, and the grid is the ultimate backup because we're connected to the grid, and for the majority of the time it's going to run on solar. For when the grid otherwise it takes power from the grid. So the one that you see down there is a 20 metric ton unit. So that accommodates something like 900 crates of apples. Now each crate can fit anywhere between 18 to 20 kilos on an average of apples. So that is almost 18,000 kgs of apples. So as you can see, this installation is right in the middle of an apple orchard. So the moment they pluck the apple, they can actually pre-cool and store it, and that automatically reduces the technical losses, the post-harvest losses. and then they can wait and watch the price to go up, and then we enable the market linkages by connecting them to distant markets across India. But when the apple season over, it's basically a solar power plant, because it's it can pump electrons back into the grid. We're going to net meter the system into the grid, which means that whatever the extra electrons can flow back to the grid, and the farmer can get additional revenue out of electricity sale as well. We'll do a comprehensive impact assessment, but what we have seen in the first 1 year, which is when we are kind of testing this whole technology intervention, is that it has reduced the post-harvest losses significantly. I think anywhere between 15 to 20%, and the market price, the farmer's price realization has also gone up by, I would say, easily by 20-25%. I mean, what he would get at the time of harvest versus what he's getting now, let's say 4 months down the line, is going to be significantly, let's say, 20 to 30% more than that. And the third dimension that we want to capture is that every produce has an embedded water, has embedded emissions, embedded carbon, because you need water, you need electricity to, So all of that, every kg of food that is avoided in terms of loss is avoiding a lot of other, let's say, resource loss as well. So if you look at that, it has an environmental benefit, it has a farmer livelihood benefit, and then it has the overall, let's say, ecosystem economic development benefit. So there are multiple benefits of a single intervention. This we are doing, I mean, we can do it in both models. One is a capex model where the farmers can buy up everything upfront, but we know, like most farmers in India, they're not in a position to do so. So we sell it in what is called as a CAS model, which is cooling as a service. So they pay us on a per kg basis, cooling per kg basis. The challenge is for us to deliver, let's say, to an affordable fee-based model to a farmer. It has to have a lot of other elements. It has to have a blended, what is called as a blended finance model. Somebody else has to pitch in so that we can deliver it at 2 rupees. That means the government has to pitch in with the subsidy. Some developmental agency like a GIZ, in this case, GIZ has helped us create this infrastructure. Now, without that help, we would not have been able to do it. So people like GIZ, companies like GIZ, organizations like the government, the horticulture department, and other stakeholders who can pitch in and kind of create a blended model, multiple sources of capital, all working on one goal of delivering this at an affordable fee to the farmers. I think that's what is going to be the key for scaling this model across the state.